Today we are driving a 2000 Chevy Malibu. This car's got 143,000 miles on it, and the drivability complaint is that on acceleration it's shuttering really bad. And we're going to look at some data for the torque converter clutch on this vehicle, because these vehicles are notorious for torque converter clutch failures at this type of mileage to give it a shuttering problem. So I'm going to show you how we see that on the scan tool. This thing also has a bad wheel bearing. You can hear it roaring. Basically what we're looking for here is we're going to be watching the parameter TCC slip. And we're in gear command number 8 right now. We're up on the interstate driving this thing. And when we step into this thing, we feel a shudder. And when we do, we see those slips jump way up, and then they go back down. Now, I'm staying steady on the accelerator pedal right now. And as I lean into it just a little bit, those slips start jumping way up. And when I jump way up, you feel the car shudder. Alright, let me see if I can hold a little steadier now and show you what I'm talking about. So as I tip into this thing, I got to scoot over one lane here. Hang on. As I tip into this thing, I feel a jolt, and I'll feel the TCC slips, or I'll see the TCC slips jump way up there. It jolted really bad just now. And then it goes back down to zero. So seeing those slips do that at a steady acceleration, and I'm feeling it jolt and shaking the whole car, that's not right. Once the torque converter clutch is engaged, it should stay, the slips should stay low. When you see them go negative like that, it's actually because I let off the accelerator. I'm going to do it one more time here. So now I'm going to tip back into it. I'm going to let the torque converter clutch engage, as you can see by the slips. And now I'm going to lean into just a little bit more. And there's the jolt, and there the slips go up. Okay, we're back off the interstate now. So the biggest issue on these type of cars is torque converter clutch failure, and we pretty much confirmed that by watching the TCC slips fluctuate. And when they were high, we felt the car jolting, and it didn't feel like a misfire. It just felt like a clutch slipping kind of jolt sensation. So we're going to say that this vehicle has a bad transmission. We'd probably just recommend a transmission replacement on this one. And that'll come with a new torque converter, and we'll do a programming on it to get it up to the latest software. Okay, one other thing to note about this car is you can see it had no drivability codes in this thing. So the biggest thing you have on driving vehicles, testing vehicles like this with that kind of jolting, skipping sensation is, what component is it? Is it the engine or the transmission? This one, by all the years of driving these cars, I can pretty much tell you it's a transmission. It's almost like if you were driving a straight drive and you were in high gear and you just kind of leaned on and you got the clutch to chatter on the thing. It's kind of what it feels like here. And I further confirmed it by looking at data on the scan tool. Okay, so being that we have no codes in this system, normally there's other videos I've made on this channel that we've made that show torque converter clutch failures and the cause of them. They will normally store like code 740, 741, things of that nature. It may be different code numbers for these later model cars, but the old codes back in the day were like 740, 741, stuff like that. TCC stuck off. Sometimes you just got to get in a car, even though this is a 2017 model, you just got to get in a car and drive it and check it the old-fashioned way. Just drive the thing and feel the problem and try to confirm it by looking at some data on the scan tool. So we feel like we have transmission failure on this one, torque converter clutch failure. That's what we're going to go with on this car. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and have a great day.